in there, but it actually states in there that the Supreme Court is the only government body that can actually interpret and change the Constitution.
Justice Scalia, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but and that's the reason why I made that differentiation there, and I really, honestly, I need to learn a little bit more about this. We're going to look up constitutional interpretation.
Right. Well, we
because
know that
one of them was there's actually a couple ways of looking at this, and one of them is was strict, and the other is interpretive. Let me see here. Theories of constitutional interpretation. Dun, dun, dun. There's a good website here through. Basically, one side says that you can go through there and this is what it means, and they can try to. I'm looking for a word, Nick.
Okay.
It's interpretive. In other words, it's not literal. There you go. Literal versus interpretive.
Okay.
And we're literalists. If it's not in the Constitution, if it's not written down there in ink, it's not part of the Constitution.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. I mean, you got the Constitution, which I wholeheartly believe in. But we're looking at a document that was written over 200 years ago, and yes, the language is different, back then to now. But like you said, innate, shall not be infringed. How hard is that to interpret? But
see, the problem is over time, and now you're getting into semantics. You're talking about the interpretations of words and definitions, and part of the problem is, and I understand that things change over time. I know that nothing changes the same. That's the second law of thermodynamics. Everything from the moment of conception is deteriorating. I know that. But the thing is when they come along and they try to change the meanings of words and say, in an interpretive sense, instead of taking the document literally, they come along and they say, well, this is what they meant. No, that's not what it says. Well, why are you changing the definition of the word infringe? Don't change definitions. Don't change what that word means. That's what the word means.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, the other problem we have in this country is, and there's so many directions I could go with this, Nick, but one of them is that there's been a slant in our Supreme Court justices who have been elected, or I'm sorry, not elected, but selected to be on the court. And please correct me, because I'm gonna be wrong on this one. I know I'm not gonna be completely right, and I need some help on this one.
Okay.
But as I remember it, I believe it's the president who nominates the justices, and then they're cleared by Congress. They're voted on by Congress.
It's the president, nominates or appoints them, and then the Senate approves the appointment.
Okay, so it's the Senate. Okay.
Yeah, not
so,
the House,
but the
just
problem
Senate.
is you got these senators who our whole process is so skewed. It's so corrupt. I mean, we got 4 Democrats right now facing prosecution for voter fraud. Because they got dead people voting, because they got people who never voted, but yet there's a ballot out there with their name on it.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, I just saw the video of it in a news report. I believe it was Fox 6 News in Wisconsin, and basically. There's 4 Democrats that were charged. One pleaded guilty to voter fraud. They took absentee ballots filled them out, and handed them in. But then when Fox 6 did their investigative report and actually went to those people, the people said, no, I didn't vote. I didn't vote, I didn't go to the ballots. I didn't put an absentee vote. I didn't do nothing. I didn't vote at all. And now and there's other instances of the Obama administration, and this is being under investigation right now, but that several people would go and vote for other people. One lady in Chicago alone, Chicago or Illinois, somewhere in Illinois, I believe.
You mean Gangsterland?
But this was an old lady too. But she not only voted twice for herself.
Hey, Al Capone would be a grandpa. He'd be the oldest man alive right now. I'm just saying.
But not only did she vote twice for herself, but she voted for 6 other people as well.
You got to remember, Nick, I used to live 200 miles from Chicago. I know that whole entire area. I know how corrupt it is. I did that for 32 years. 32 years, Nick. I know that place.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know Chicago that well.
Oh, I know.
I visited it
believe
a few
me.
times.
Hey, crookeder than the dog's hind leg.
I think DC's got Chicago beat on that one.
Oh, I don't know. You know, the Chicago's the epicenter of the mafia. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's a whole nother can of worms right there.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let's kind of get back to militias here, because there's a lot of news reports coming out in California specifically of the gun confiscation program going on. The California Senate just...
Nick, you're cutting in and out there. I can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, okay. I said for the militias... in California, we've got news reports.
You got quite a bit of echo there. I'm not sure what's going on, but...
Yeah, neither do I. I'm trying to fix it as we speak right now, so do apologize.
Losing volume, Nick.
Oh. Okay. Can you hear me now?
It's just still kind of cutting in and out there.
Okay. It looks like we're having sound issues again, or internet issues, or something. Oh, man. I do apologize for this. I mean, I did not think this was going to happen. You still there, Eric?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. You able to hear me now?
Yeah, give me just 1 second here, okay?
Okay, no problem. So while Eric goes and does whatever he needs to do here, I'm going to be fixing all this stuff here. And when we come, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll talk more to Eric about militias and everything that's going on in the world. So stay tuned. You're listening to The Resistance here on Spreaker.com.
This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce from The Views Expressed. Come join me Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker.com.
Bank Radio, every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on Spreaker.com.
Are you sick of the same old boring talk shows? Looking for more variety? Come check out That Radio Show.
What radio show?
It's that radio show. The hottest talk show on the web that lets you, the listener, call in and voice your opinion. For the latest news, headlines, controversial subjects, and more, come join us every Friday and Saturday at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central, right here on Spreaker.com.
Talk radio will never be the same.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to The Resistance. Hopefully everything is cleared up and the sound is fine and everyone can hear me. Hopefully. So, anyways, we on the line with us, we got our special guest, Eric Ron. Eric is a representative of the don't tell me United American Militia Advisory Council and a battalion commander of the Texas Militia. We've been talking in depth about militias. We've been talking about the Constitution so far, and now, Eric, I wanted to ask you this question pertaining to militias, because I'm seeing a lot of stories in California specifically of gun confiscation going on right now, and just today the California Senate approved a $24 million for to put into this gun confiscation program. Now, I see this as not only illegal but almost like an act of war to the American people by the government.
Well, we all know California, they do their own thing. And that's one of the things that's made California unique. I do believe that this gun confiscation scheme that they're trying to do, it is wrong. It is unconstitutional. They're saying, oh, well, the justification is, well, if a person has been involuntarily admitted into a mental institution, or they've been deemed as being unstable, that, well, we have the right to come in and take all your guns. And, if someone else is in a house there, we're going to take their guns too, because, well, that mentally ill individual might get access to those guns. It's one of the biggest things I've seen with the gun control movement is it's not really based on fact, Nick. It's a lot of emotional content.
Right.
It's oh my God, somebody's going to die. Oh my God, if you have a gun, oh my God. Why don't we look at the facts?
Okay.
The facts are, if there's guns, they have less crime. You got Chicago. Let's compare Chicago with Houston. They have relatively close to the same population, yet Houston has, 1/3 of the murders? Gee, why is that? I mean, there was a guy here recently who lives in the Houston area who said, you know what, we're going to do a little study. He went around handing out shotguns to low-income families down in Houston. What happened? Was there war in the streets, Nick? Did you hear about that? No. Because the criminals went, oh, crap, they have guns. Well, I guess we'll have to move on to some other neighborhood. Criminals look for the easiest and the path of least resistance in order to get what they want. If they have to choose between an unarmed victim and an armed citizen, they will choose that unarmed victim first. You pull a gun, they're done. Now, there's a few idiots out there who will keep moving, and you'll have to put a double tap to the chest, one to the head. But most of them, when they see the barrel of a gun, man, they're done. They don't want any part of that. There's been numerous interviews. You can get on YouTube. You can read about it. You can hear about it. You can watch videos about it. Hardened criminals sit in prison, and they had interviews. Hey, would you want to go up against an armed citizen? No, I do not. I will go over here and I will do this, but I do not want to mess with people who have guns because I'm about to get shot. So the fact is where there are guns, there is less crime, and the statistics show that. There's